عند الله خايف من نيراني يا نور العين يا قاسي.
نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد رسوله النبي الأمين المكين الحنين الكريم الرؤوف الرحيم. أما بعد، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Dear brothers and sisters, our today's topic is Islam and invitation of rational evaluation. Since Islam is a rational deen, it is an argumentative deen, it is a scientific deen, it is based on reason, based on argument, based on solid proofs, and based on unchallengeable arguments. That's why in Quran at various occasions the rational evaluation of various Islamic facts have been invited. When we study the Holy Quran and we study the seerah of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his life conduct, his behavior and his teachings, found that there is a tri-dimensional invitation of rational evaluation, which means that three kinds of invitations for rational assessment of Islamic realities were given. The first is the miraculous evaluation, second is the philosophical evaluation, and third is scientific evaluation. These are three kinds of invitations. First of all, Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was raised as a prophet and as a messenger in human society, and after passing 40 years of his life, he collected and gathered the people of Mecca. At that time, he had established his character beyond all doubts. He has established the integrity of his character, the solidarity of his character, and the reliability of his character beyond every kind of suspicion. The non-believers and all of the people of Mecca, they used to say him As-Sadiq, the righteous, Al-Amin, the man trustworthy. So he gathered and collected the people of Mecca and asked them, if I say that there is an army going to attack on you behind this mountain, would you accept my connotation, my information, my saying, or not? The people replied in affirmative. They said, yes, we will accept without any doubt, because we have found you the truthful. After this declaration of his truthfulness, he said, I am informing you that your Lord is the one Lord. There is no participant in his lordship. He is the only one, and I am his messenger, his prophet, sent to you and raised amongst you in order to provide you the divine guidance. So would you believe me? Here there was a revolt of the people. So as far as this aspect is concerned, Holy Quran says, فَقَدْ لَبِثْتُ فِيكُمْ عُمْرًا مِنْ قَبْلِهِ أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. I have passed 14 years of my life amongst you. Why don't you apply your mind? Why don't you assess critically my character? Why don't you assess argumentatively my character and my message? My book of life, my book of conduct, my book of behavior is before you. Read each and every page of my book of conduct and see each and every day of my 40 years life. If there is any shadow of doubt, if there is any shadow of suspicion, if there is any shadow of unreliability, if there is any shadow on which your finger of doubt can be raised, on my character, on my personality, on my integrity and solidarity, then you are permitted to reject my saying, my message. But if there is no doubt in my reliability, in my character, in my personality, then you are supposed to accept what I am saying and what I am informing you. So the first message communicated by Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam before the people was, after communicating the message of Tawheed, the first message was the invitation of rational assessment of his character. He invited the rational evaluation of the people. He invited the rational criticism and rational appreciation. So here, from here, the life of the communication of prophetic message started. As I have already informed, the two kinds of invitations for rational evaluation were given. Evaluation of his personality and evaluation of the divine message which he was communicating to the people. So the first kind of invitation of rational evaluation is the miraculous evaluation. Three kinds of miracles were put before the mankind. First kind was the physical miracles. Second was the intellectual miracles. And third was historical miracles. As far as the physical miracles were concerned, these were the known signs of prophethood. Known signs of prophethood. Al-Mujizat. So Holy Prophet, being a prophet, being a messenger, being the divine agent of Almighty Allah, he showed the people his signs in the form of physical miracles. Sun came out after the sunset and became the evidence and witness of his prophethood. Moon splitted in the night and provided the living evidence and witness on his prophethood. The trees bent down before him and spoke of his prophethood and become the living witness of his truthfulness. Animals bent down before him, spoke with him, and became the living and perceptible witness of his prophethood. Birds spoke with him and became the living and perceptible and understandable witness of his prophethood. The pebbles spoke and read Kalimatul Islam, the Kalima of Islam, and witnessed the Tawheed and his Risala, his messengership, and became the witness of his prophethood. So all physical objects and physical articles of the world, from any of the article of the physical world If he asked on the demand of the non-believers, so the same article became the living witness of his prophethood. This was the miraculous, this thing was placed before the mankind as the miraculous evaluation. But one can say, this evaluation was available for the people of his time. We can't evaluate on the basis of miracles, although it is beyond all doubt and mentioned in the history continuously with full authority. But the consistent, perpetual and continuous miracle of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and miracle of Islam, that is the intellectual miracles. Intellectual miracles, by intellectual miracle we mean the miracle of divine knowledge. Everybody of the world knows that Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not get education from any school. He was an ummi. He had not gone to any school, to any college, to any university, to any institution. And he had not bent his knees as a student before any person of this world. In spite of being ummi, he came out of Ghar Hira, cave of Hira, and he spoke about the philosophy. In spite of being ummi, he spoke about politics. In spite of ummi, he spoke about morality. In spite of being ummi, he spoke of education. He spoke of culture. He spoke of spiritualism. He spoke of civilization. He spoke of science. And he spoke of literature. Each and every field of knowledge was discussed by Holy Prophet. And the highest level of moral values were given by Holy Prophet in that society where there was no institution of this kind of knowledge and education. So the political values given by Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the value of mushawara, the value of the government, the system of the government, those were the best political values which have been declared to be the best nowadays. The economic system, economic values and economic teachings given by Holy Prophet Muhammad regarding the social security, regarding the social economic, resolving the economic deadlock of the people, given by Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, are the best economic teachings of the world till today. The morality given by Holy Prophet Muhammad through Holy Quran and through his hadith is known to be the best morality of the world till today. The philosophy given by Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam through Holy Quran and his Sunnah is known to be the best philosophy of the world till today. This was the intellectual miracle. And then there was historical miracles, that his prophethood was declared in the early scriptures before he was raised in this world. Early scriptures of Gospels, of Pentateuch, the books of Bibles, before he came to the world, they mentioned his prophethood, his qualities, his characteristics, and his conduct and his life, events of his life. This was a great historical miracle. Then the other historical miracle was the universal expansion of Islam. 1400 years have passed. Now Islam is believed as a deen by more than 100 crore people, more than 1 Arab people, more than 1/5 of the total population of the world. A wrong thing, a baseless thing, irrational thing cannot be accepted by so much human beings of the world. And the last historical miracle was the everlasting book of Holy Quran. All of the books which were revealed before him, they have been corrupted, they have been altered, they have been amended, they have been changed, and their original and genuine text is not available in this world. But the book of Quran given by Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, 1400 years have been passed. Not single alteration up to one word or one letter has been introduced in Holy Quran. Its protection in letter, its preservation in spirit, protection in meaning throughout the world is one of the greatest historical miracle of the world. What to talk of the believers? Even non-believers cannot challenge this integrity of Holy Quran. So an evaluation, rational evaluation was invited as far as his miracles were concerned, and this invitation consists and persists till today. Every person who wants to read about Islam and study about Islam, he is invited to assess the teachings of Islam, to assess the personality and conduct of the Prophet of Islam, and to assess the book of Islam on the basis of rationale, on the basis of criticism, on the basis of argumentative and philosophical aspects of the arguments, and one would find Islam and Quran on the highest level of righteousness. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ.